Hey everyone, hope you're doing good. I'm doing great as always. So the other day I was perusing the internet and I came across a camera that kind of caught my eye. Now normally I use cameras that are things like the Z9 from Nikon, or for my work I've used Sony's, Canon's and things like that, Fujifilm, Hasselblad even for my videos here. So I'm used to using big cameras that are really kind of high quality in that. But lately I've been kind of wanting to play around with something a little bit different. So when I was online the other day I came across this cool little camera that looked like it was a lot of fun and something neat, and I actually have it right here to show you. Ba-ba-boom! This is a Japanese toy camera. You can see it's very tiny, very small. It's called the Pieni II, which I think in Finnish it means small. So yeah, this is kind of like a neat little toy camera, as they say, that I found online, and I just thought I'd pick it up, see how good it is, and see if there's any way I can play around with it. One kind of neat thing about this camera is it's actually a fashion accessory if you're into that sort of thing. So it's actually kind of like a wearable camera, which is kind of neat. It's something kind of interesting and cool just to have around your neck while you're out shooting. Maybe you want to take a little snapshot here and there. Just to give a couple little specs on the camera. It is 1.3 megapixels, which is at the moment I really have no idea what that's going to look like. My Nikon Z9 is 45 megapixels. The last camera in my video that I used before was the Hasselblad new one, 100 megapixels. So, we all been using really high megapixel cameras for a long time, but thought I'd give it a try. How bad can it be? Like 1.3 megapixels, it's still at least a megapixel. I don't know. I have no idea what this is going to look like. So just a couple more, specs about the camera. It is a 1.3 megapixel camera, and just reading on the front here of the camera, it is a f2.8, so at least it's, apparently, I guess 2.8 is relative to the size of the sensor here on the camera. 2.8, sure, we'll see how well that is. And then the interesting thing here is an f equals 3.2 millimeters. So if this was my DSLR and I had a 3.2 millimeter lens, like the fisheye that I have is 16 millimeters, so you think this would take just crazy wide shots, but I've never heard of anything at 3.2 millimeters. So maybe someone out there who's used a toy camera that knows better than I do than what this could possibly be, then yeah, let me know in the comments, because I have no idea what they mean by f 3.2 millimeters. That's just crazy. But yeah, it seems like it's quite simple. I just hold down the on-off button, comes on, and then I can change the modes here by clicking the mode button. Each mode has a different color light in the viewfinder, so photos is red, videos is blue. The audio, in the manual it said that it's yellow, I think, but here they just turn on the red and the blue light at the same time. So you're taking audio and just switches through pretty quick, so it seems like it's pretty easy to use. It's super light. It's really easy, little camera to use, hopefully. We'll see. I'm going to take it out over the next couple days. I have a few things going on where I'm around the city, so I'll take it out with me, see what happens. Like I said, how bad can it be? It's still a camera. It's a toy camera, so I don't have the highest expectations, but hopefully at least it kind of meets my low expectations. We'll see what it's up with this. I am a little bit worried about one thing, is that when you go online look for the Pieni II, there's some videos on YouTube of promoting the camera from the company, but they don't show any of the photos or any of the video taken with the camera. So that is one pretty big red flag here in photography when you're looking at new equipment and that, and they don't show you any images. They don't even attempt to show you any images from the camera. Yeah, so I am a little bit worried about what the images look like coming out of this thing. But we'll give it a shot. I'm going to go out and take some test shots, and I'll come right back. Hopefully I can make a cool little video for you guys like I always do, but we'll see what happens, okay? So yeah, cheers! Yeah, so it's pretty bad. Oh my god. So when I said in the intro a couple of days ago, well, how bad can it be? Apparently pretty bad. So yeah, 1.3 megapixels is really not at all as much as I thought it could possibly be. This camera is so much worse as a camera than I could have ever really imagined. Let's just look at the good things about the camera before I really dig into why I think this is such a piece of garbage. Like I said, it's light, it's small, so it's not encumbersome. I can throw it in my pocket and forget that I even have it. I can just wear it around my neck. Some people might think this is nice and fashionable. They might like it. That's cool. That's awesome. When I was using it, it turns on very quickly. A little click of the button and I can see the red light on the back here. I know it's on. It's very easy to tell that it's on. When I take a picture, it's very easy to tell that I'm taking a picture. It's kind of the light flashes, so that's easy to know. It's actually very easy to use camera, okay? So as far as like using it, it's very easy. That's the good out of the way. Now, the bad. Oh my geez. So first off, just when using the camera, there is a viewfinder on this camera, so to look through and generally get an idea of what you're supposed to be framing. But when I put this up to my eye, I can't see anything. Whatever the plastic, whatever they have in here, it just makes it impossible to see. I honestly think they should have just left this open, so there's just like a clear window through the camera, and then you can somewhat frame your shot. Because again, what is f3.2 millimeters? I have no idea how big of a frame I'm getting when I'm out here shooting with this camera. So I thought, 3.2 millimeters, whatever that means, it should be pretty wide. So I wanted to at least frame up. I like composition in my photos. I'm not just a random shooter, so try to frame it up. I can't see anything through here at all. After a few days of trying it, I found out if you leave it kind of like far away from yourself, you get a bit of a blurry image, but you can kind of frame an image, and I was able to do that with a couple shots later in using this. But at first, man, it was so hard to frame it, and it's actually a much tighter image than I thought it would be. 3.2, again, whatever that means, it's actually closer in my perspective to like a 105 millimeter lens. So quite zoomed in, quite tight. So a lot of times when I thought I'd be getting like a wider shot of the street or maybe a wider shot of the people in front of me and stuff like that, it was like way tighter than I thought it'd be, and I didn't get anything that I thought I'd want to get. So if you are wanting to get kind of like any kind of a street shot with this, of a wider street shot, you need to be way back, like way further back than you think you'd possibly need to be with this thing. So that was really annoying. When I first went out shooting without even like having a clue about the camera, I'm out taking shots here and there and blah, blah, blah. And then I come back and I looked at them and they're all off, like just totally not what I thought I'd be getting. And because of not being able to line this up properly through the window and seeing what you want to do, and it being such a tight crop, any kind of an angle mishap with here when you're shooting, your frame is gone. Like you're just totally not getting half the stuff you want in the image. And to make matters worse, so the 1.3 megapixels is so pixelated. It's crazy. I'm showing you photos now, but I could probably shoot similar shots on like the old school Game Boy camera. This is so bad. I can't even use this ironically in anything, I don't think, for the photos at least. It's only a $50 camera, and it's a toy camera, but still, I want to use the images for something, even just for Facebook or Instagram. So now I see why they don't actually put any of their pictures, like example shots, on the website, because anyone who would see that, they just would not buy this. They would never even touch it. It's just so bad. So yeah, you be the judge, but really, would you ever want to actually take anything with this and use it for much? I don't know. Me personally, it's kind of a waste of time. I'd rather just use my phone than actually even use this. So, and now, like I said, it has a video feature. So again, it's a 1.3 megapixel video. And again, the video is super pixelated, and with the camera being so light on video, it's so easy to get camera shake, it's not even funny. Now, saying that retro style video that some people like out there, I could see someone who's a little more creative than I am and has some more time playing with the camera to actually make some kind of a cool retro style, pixelated video using this. And one place I think I could possibly use this in the future is doing B-roll, transition shots for when I'm out shooting in the street and stuff like that, to get a bit of a different look to the transition shots. So I might actually try that in future videos when I'm out, just to take quick little videos of on the train or on the street, or just when I'm waiting for something, a little establishing shots and that. We'll see. I might play with it a little bit more than that with the video than with the photos. So the really quick video, but would I recommend this? If all you want it for is the fashion and having a toy camera and just being able to goof around, sure, why not? It's $50. If this is if it is something you want to have on your neck while you're out and about, it's kind of neat. If you're into photography, it could be kind of cool. So yeah, sure, why not? But I mean, There's other things out there that are similar to this that are probably half the price and don't actually take pictures if you just want to have like a fashion thing. That might be better for you in the long run than actually having to take pictures with this thing. If you want to use it for anything other than a fashion statement, geez, I don't know. Like, it's hard to say. Like, the photos are garbage. I've never seen photos taken with a digital camera this pixelated, especially in 2022. And I know it's a toy camera and it's just for fun, but still, I kind of want to have photos that I can use for something. If you want it just for the video, could be interesting, actually. If you're into that kind of creative stuff, I'm gonna have to play with it a bit, see how it edits in with like 4K video or like 1080 video and stuff like that I take with my Z9. But if you're creative and you work on it a little bit, it could be neat for like I said, like B-roll and stuff like that. So really depends on what you want it for. Don't kind of wish I didn't buy it. But yeah, whatever, I have it. Pieni II. Lesson learned from this. Like, when you ask how bad can it be, well, it can be pretty bad. Like, this is pretty bad. Like, worse than I thought it could possibly be. So this is really bad. Like, and when you go on a website and they're advertising a new camera or something like that, and they don't show you any kind of like example shots or example video, yeah, big red flag. I'd stay away from anything like that unless you want to waste some money. You do shodo guy like I do, which is impulse buying every once in a while and pick up a stupid little camera. And yeah, so I don't know. I'm on the fence about whether to recommend it to people or not. I've shown it to people and they think it's hilarious, and then they see the footage I take with it and they just think it's absolutely horrendous and so funny. So it's could be a little gift, a fun gift at Christmas or something like that. But, otherwise, you get what you paid for. 1.3 megapixels is not enough for a camera these days. Even if it is a toy camera, it is a piece of garbage. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, quick little video here. I hope you liked it. This is more just for fun on my part. But Pieni II, if you found this at all entertaining, a subscribe and a like would be awesome. Give me your comments down below. Maybe you know of some better toy cameras that are actually useful out there. You can let me know. Might pick them up and check them out in the future. So yeah, cheers. Thanks a lot, guys, and hope you're having a good one. Why did I buy this thing?